Today is day 6 of my 30-day posting challenge. Today, I took a break from documenting. I took the opportunity to just be present with my clients and let the past 5 days so far marinate. I went to a cafe to journal all of this out, as I do in my journaling practice, which is just me asking myself a single question. What has changed for me since I started YouTube? And now I would like to share with you the answer that I wrote to that question. This piece is called A Paradigm Shift, a 9-to-5 to fuel my creative passion. There is something that has happened since I began this YouTube channel, and it's that it unearthed permission to move in a different way. I struggled for the longest time to justify the endless hamster wheel of working a 9-to-5. Was I working for the weekend, retirement, the false promise that somehow I was working towards something, an end, a goal, that somehow it would all work out in the end. The promises that we were fed: go back to school, find a job, work hard, and you will eventually get where you want to be. It was only a matter of effort, and you could outwork anyone. It was only a matter of mindset. And yet, at 36, I can't help but feel as though I truly began to lose hope. The game has since shifted, and I'm working on an outdated educational program that serves an old world that has long since been lost. And here I am, in an ever-changing technological age, where there is more access, everything has digitized. It's kind of fucked. However, there is one spark, a small sliver of light and hope that has illuminated the beginnings of a way that I've long since searched for and didn't know was possible. Fueling my creative passions, this YouTube channel, and self-expression through art with the 9-to-5 that I have named as a trap. Suddenly, I became grateful that I'm even employed to begin with. And even further than that, I'm flourishing through connecting with human beings and my relationships with them. Not only is that a wonderful way to spend my energy, but it's something that's given me a clue as to how I want to step onto the world stage. Surely, there must be a way to take what I love about this and expand this to uplift and share what I'm discovering. Because surely, I know that I'm not the only one to feel the very trap that I'm naming. With the trap turning into fuel, the connections with my clients are deepening, and I've been able to now be present in a completely different way. I've pulled away from relationships that take away my energy. Closing all of the loops has shown me all of the places in my life where I was asking to be met and always leaving feeling invisible or shrunk to fit, to belong. And where I've decided to reclaim my energy, to pour back into the true love of creating, building up my own path, and living in the depth of my own feeling and expression. Never again do I need to swim up to the surface. I'd rather live here in the depths of my madness. And to me, that's not a bad thing, because in the madness is where I create and pull from my own dreams, sharing the ideas, the dreams, the possibilities, to paint color into this world, to step into who I have always been, a creator. All of these times that I've been in environments, spaces, and around people who I've had to shrink for because I was so desperate for connection, to be held and to be seen by another human in all of my fullness, my energy was always in the wrong place, poured outside of myself, never into art, never into the expression of my soul, making small talk, forcing myself to fit into the boxes of what I thought I needed to be in order to be loved. The boxes of my jobs, my roles, my duties, and no matter how much I shapeshifted, I would never transform into the shape of what was required for me to fully be seen, heard, felt, and met. And so now, this is my redemption arc, returning my own agency back to me, because now I've returned my choice to me. I also now have the keys back to my own magic. And the craziest part is that I never lost it. I simply forgot. And it's in the remembering now that I finally remember what was always there, my own magic. And so here's to remembering and creating my way out of this thing. And that concludes day 6. Day 7 is probably going to be laundry. and also posting. I'm sure I can do both because the magic is within. I want to thank the 6 subscribers that are following the journey, whether it's entertainment or remembering or whatever it may be that you're taking away from this video, even if that is nothing at all and you're just here to see the journey. Thank you for being here. That's all I have to say. Have a good night and see you tomorrow.